just found a Schrader valve stem cover. Yeah, these things are usually dated right around the teens, 20s. Let's see if I can see it. I think it says 1907 patent date. Yeah, 07 something. Yeah, that's the valve stem cover of an old like Model T Ford. We're on a old road right by a fort, a Seminole War fort dating back to like the 1820s-ish. So I don't know, hopefully we find the road. That's a good sign about a road. Trying to find the dead road. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, last time I talked to you, we were 3 sites ago. We've been bouncing all over the place, but I have a target, and I'm pretty excited, and I hope it's what I think it is, because it might not be, but I hope it is. So let's check it out. Solid. So, let me change the exposure here. I just popped this up. That looks like a flat button. That is a flat button. Oh my word. This could be silver. It could not. That's a really old flat button. Oh my word. That is absolutely a 100% flat button. With a beautiful design. I'm not quite sure what it's made of. It's molded. This is the kind of stuff I see people dig in like 1800's cellar holes. I've never found a actual flat button like this with design and all sorts of goodies. That's incredible. That's probably really old. I think this is like a pewter, because it's flaky and it's molded like it's cast flat button. Oh, that's incredible. And it's got a beautiful pattern on it. Oh, I love it. That's amazing right there. Well, we're definitely going to hit this area pretty good now, aren't we? That's heavy too. Oh, beautiful flat button. Bob got a coin and he says it's a gooder. 1905 Indian head penny. That is very, very cool. Sweet. We got a button, which is a lot older than this thing. Probably close to 100 years older than this thing. And a 1905 Indian head. Beautiful. Congrats.
Thank you.
Alright folks, I think I just got another button. It's either a button or a cufflink. And survey says it's a button. Wow. And it's got a clover on it. Alright, I'm gonna have to clean this up. HSO, HSO, HSO is all I see. That is definitely a button. Alright folks, let's get it cleaned up and I'll be back with you. Okay, it's actually Oshkosh Bagash. And Oshkosh Bagash, I just looked it up, formed in 1895. So this is probably around that time period. I mean, it's got a nice patina on it. And they don't make them like this anymore. Pretty sure. So I'd say that's probably around turn of the century right there. Nice button. Alright folks, this hole was very interesting and incredibly deep. First thing that came up was this piece of glass here. That's a insulator. Like a telegraph insulator, telephone line insulator. And the second thing to come up was this quite old suspender piece. It's got some stuff on it. I'll have to see exactly what it says, but It's gonna need some TLC. Bob just told me to check this out and I need to see it. Oh, that is a ring. And the camera will not focus. That is a ring. Alright. We're gonna have to clean this up. I see a little bit of corrosion here. What was it ringing up?
62.
Okay, well, let's check it out. My initial suspicion is no, but check it out. Clean it up. I just got a coin. A Wheatie. 1947. That's alright. Alright folks, this is from 2 days of detecting. Sorry about the barking dog in the background. But there's nothing that can be done. We got a whole bunch of junk here. There's a couple non-junky bits in here, like some of the bullets and brass pieces and stuff. Some coins I gotta take out, but these actually turned out to be horseshoes. They're broken horseshoes. Even this one, I thought it was a blade, but after I cleaned it out, it's definitely a horseshoe. So this is from actually 3 different spots. We got the Schrader valve stem, this doohickey, which might be a piece of button, little pen cap. From the last site though, that's where the best stuff came from. We got the suspender clasp, we got a giant piece of lead something or another, wheat pennies, some little muskety balls, Schrader valve stem, cog, Oshkosh bagash button. We got the little spinny thing. You know what I'm talking about. Best find though is a starburst pattern button. Beautiful. It's got like a silver gilt on it. It's molded. It's made out of like pewter. It's like a pewtery, zinky pewter thing. It's copper, pewter mix probably. It's heavy, real heavy. Not super heavy, but pretty heavy for its size. And the eyelet is starting to get a little flaky, and a little flaky around the sides, but luckily we live in Florida and have sand, and it didn't corrode. It looks beautiful. And Bob got an Indian head and some other bits. Yeah, a lot of junk, but it paid off. We got some goodies this time. Alright, I hope you enjoyed these 2 days of hunting. I had a blast, and we'll see you on the next. Alright, Bob's starting us off. He's got an old cut piece of copper, like a pretty old piece of copper, and an old button. I can't tell if anything's on it right now. Thought I saw something, but yeah, we'll find out. Let it dry out a little bit and get in the bag. Beautiful, beautiful old button. Old piece of copper. Sweet. Alright folks, I just took a chance and dug a deep signal with like 39 to 66. Now out of the hole it's ringing 44, but it's a beautiful fancy piece off of something. Probably a suspendery claspy thing, but it is silver washed, silver plated over copper. It's got beautiful floral pattern on it. This is just screams Victorian. All these beautiful flowery pieces are normally Victorian era or Edwardian era. Beautiful. Probably about turn of the century. Sweet. Could be older though. Wonderful. Well, I rechecked the hole and found the rest of it. It's actually a fancy lid off of something. You can see the hinge on it. Probably off of a very ornate little box, like a medicine box or a tiny little box. But yeah, it's a lid. Could be one of those really thin boxes that they held like their pills and stuff in, that they used to get from the old pharmacist compound pharmacies. They use little tins and stuff like this. Just a thought. Beautiful little ornate box. Oh, I just found part of an old kerosene lamp. Pretty deep in the hole down here. That's a little beauty. I haven't found one of these in a while. It doesn't have the other piece, so I can't tell the patent date on it, but that's a beauty. That would have been holding the wick. Sweet. Bob dug a 1920s compact. Marvelous. It's probably 20s or 30s. Art Deco, so probably 30s. Got like a gecko or something on there. Sweet. Congrats.
Glad these ants don't bite.
Alright. Over where I found my old button the last time we were here, I got this. I'm pretty sure it's a cufflink. See that little spot? I think it's a old, like mid 1800s. It's got like the little indent there, like the nipple. It probably would have been silver washed and would have been on your cuff, holding the shirt together. That's what I can think of, just because of that back mark. It looks like all the other cufflinks I ever find. It's got the little hole there where the peg would come out. It's not a button. It was on a weird ring or something. Very cool. I like that. Teeny tiny little silver necklace. Whoops. So hard to show you. 925 sterling silver. Glad Bob saw that, because I would have thrown it away. I thought it was copper. It was ringing up in the 40s, like 40, 50, hopping up to 60. I think out of the hole it was rating 50s, but it's so thin. But it is sterling and it's cleaning up. Wow, cool. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, before the storm comes and gets us, let's do a roundup. Start with Bob's pile. We got that cut piece of copper. We got his beautiful button. I don't think anything is on it, but that is a nice old button right there. A nice 3-piece, I think. I don't see anything, but if anything comes off of it, we will let you know. Has an iron back, but that doesn't mean anything. It still could be Civil War era. It's about the size. He got a beautiful old fishing spinner. The back of an old fishing thing from probably the 20s or 30s, if not earlier. All copper. Some copper wire and stuff. He got his cool Art Deco compact. And a brass screw. And I think that's about it for the goodies. Over on my pile, bunch of copper. The junk to good fine ratio is pretty good. I mean, this is copper. These are old stuff here, except for a couple things up here. But copper battery core, battery terminal. We got some lead, a bunch of 22s, the things off of the batteries. Melted lead. It's like a little lead poker chip looking thing, but it's probably a bag seal. It might have had the wire running through it, but I'm not just seeing anything on it, but it's perfectly flat. Just has a little nick at it right there. We got a little bucky-bally thing. That was in the same hole as this, but I don't think it goes together. But that's a rimfire, a Henry repeater. I think it has an H on it. Old rimfire cartridge. Harmonica reed. Our really cool cufflink thing. Got a cufflink back. It's probably silver washed and beautiful. Almost probably would have, it could even have looked like mother of pearl. I know they make these look like that on the old mother of pearl rings. I don't know. Could have been silver washed to look like that, maybe. But it's probably older than that time period. Our Victorian little flowery cool thing. Our lid. Glad I found the other piece of that. It's gorgeous. Very cool. Oil lantern part. Very cool. Kerosene lamp, most likely. A little tip off of something. I'm not sure exactly what it's a tip off of, but I don't know. Probably would have had a piece of wood going through it, and it would have had a tip on it. So whatever that would have been for, it's too small for a cane top. I have no idea. Some strips of copper. This one has stuff carved into it. And we got one Wheatie, 1950 something, at a brand new spot. We came to check to see if there was a house, but no luck there. And our teeny tiny little sterling 925, not barnacle, what is this thing? Sand dollar.
$10.
Barnacle. Yeah, that's cool. It's so tiny, it's so hard to show you. Sterling silver, woohoo. 0.01 grams. I don't know what it weighs, but it's tiny. But silver. That's the extent of the day, folks. Hope y'all enjoyed. We'll be back at it again.